Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Democracy Digest. I'm Grant Hamilton. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time here, we break down the biggest political stories in America, the ones shaking up our democracy, and why they matter. If that sounds good, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. We've got breaking developments in one of the most shocking political violence cases in recent U.S. history. The formal charges brought against Tyler Robinson for the killing of Charlie Kirk. What do these legal accusations really mean? It was on September 16, 2025, that Utah County prosecutors announced that 22-year-old Tyler Robinson was formally charged with aggravated murder in the fatal rooftop shooting of Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Alongside that, he faces counts including the felony discharge of a firearm and obstruction of justice. What makes these charges particularly severe is not only the gravity of the act itself, but how the legal system treats them. Aggravated murder under Utah law is one of the highest charges possible. It carries the possibility of the death penalty if convicted, but that's just one piece. The prosecutors also allege that Robinson tried to destroy evidence, allegedly discarding the weapon, trying to hide it, and instructing his roommate to delete incriminating messages. There's forensic evidence too. Robinson's DNA is said to have been found on the trigger of the rifle used, and also on a towel near the weapon, and on a screwdriver located on the rooftop from which the shot was fired. So when someone is charged with all of this, aggravated murder, the firearm discharge, obstruction of justice, witness tampering, it sets the stage for a case where the stakes are incredibly high. What comes next is the court process. Robinson will make his initial court appearance virtually for these charges, and the state is seeking to prove beyond reasonable doubt each element. Not just that the shooting took place, but also that the extra factors, like evidence of intent, the attempt to hide what happened, etc., meet legal thresholds so that aggravated murder and possibly the death penalty apply. Several new details have emerged in recent days. Authorities allege that Robinson didn't just act in isolation. He used online communication platforms in ways that tie him more tightly to the crime. For example, he reportedly confessed in a Discord group chat, writing, "Hey guys, I have bad news for you all. It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this." That came shortly before he was arrested. Agents are also looking at messages where Robinson allegedly said he had the chance to take out Charlie Kirk. Investigators seized multiple electronic devices from Robinson's home and from someone close to him. Computers, laptops, gaming systems, cell phones, all part of the digital trail. Among the content being examined are text exchanges that may show premeditation and motive. One text reportedly read that Robinson planned to kill Kirk and believed certain hatred was non-negotiable. Then there's the matter of witness tampering. Prosecutors accuse Robinson of telling his roommate to delete messages that could be incriminating and asked for silence. These instructions, if proven, could aggravate how the court views the case, making the charges more serious and the defense harder. Digital evidence like this, messages, confession posts, deleted chats, they don't just add color. They can be the backbone of prosecution. Law enforcement will need to prove the authenticity of everything, that messages came from Robinson, that timing matches up, that intent can be inferred, and that tampering occurred in ways that obstructed justice. This event has lit a fuse under a debate that's been simmering for years. How political violence is changing the way we talk, protest, and even speak publicly. The killing of Charlie Kirk at a university event has people asking, what happens when speech leads to violence? And what are the costs to democracy when fear becomes part of the equation? Some leaders from both sides are speaking out, urging calm and reminding everyone that hate or disagreement should never turn into violence. Others are calling for unity, while still acknowledging that rhetorical extremes, insults, threats, dehumanizing talk, may be laying groundwork for much worse. This has raised serious questions about responsibility from politicians, media, institutions, and even ordinary people on social media. Free speech is under stress in moments like this. Universities are being pressed to protect speakers, yet also manage public safety. Social media platforms are under scrutiny. What content should be allowed? What should be removed? Where to draw the line between protected speech and threats? Employers and public figures are also caught in the crossfire. What someone says in private or online can lead to professional or legal consequences. We've seen actions taken. People losing jobs, being suspended, or publicly shamed over comments made after the shooting. Some say those consequences are necessary. Others say they reflect a culture of retribution, where expression is dimmed by fear of backlash. All of this raises the central question: does public outrage help heal, or does it fuel more division? The charges, the digital evidence, the broader social and political implications, it's not just about one crime. It's about who we are as a society when online words, hidden messages, or deletions can matter as much as what we see with our own eyes. If you believe civic awareness is more important than ever, if you think these stories need to be told, do me a favor. Hit that like button so this content gets seen. If you want more in-depth analysis like this, subscribe to Democracy Digest and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below. I want to hear what you think. How much responsibility do public figures, media, everyday people have in preventing political violence? What role should digital platforms play? Until next time, I'm Grant Hamilton. Stay curious, stay informed. Democracy depends on it.